Hey everybody, so I had to run out to Staples to get something that I ordered for a Christmas present for somebody, and I just wanted to kind of do a video while I was in the car, which I had some downtime while I'm driving, and explain the differences between the monthly order subscription and the one-time order for Thrive. I have to keep my windows down because I just realized getting in the car this morning that my AC does not work, and it was just serviced. So I made a call, and it's going to be looked at Saturday because it was under the work that they did the last time. It should have been. It was fully charged, and actually I think it happened when they fixed whatever they fixed the last time, honestly, because it worked just fine before I brought it in. Anyway, so I have a business with Thrive Life. I'm sure you all know by now, the ones watching this, because most of you are my customers and my downline. Thank you very much. It's exploded faster. I didn't even plan for it. It was just unexpected, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But the differences between the monthly one-time order and the monthly subscription delivery. When I'll tell you a little bit about how I started. I was watching YouTube last year when I got laid off. I was watching things on pressure canning and YouTube videos and pressure canning and dehydrating and things like that, and prepping. It ended up going into the prepping field after that. I started with learning how to pressure can. I wanted to learn. And I just ended up getting into this community and prepping. But one of the channels that I followed, she was actually a consultant, but she didn't talk about it. She had a link in her description. That was it. She never talked about it. And she, in her video, on her live streams, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm the world's worst consultant because I do it just for myself." And what she was doing with Thrive was, she was a consultant, but she was doing it just to stock her shelves for her retirement. She called it her retirement security. And that just resonated with me. I just really liked that, and it made sense to me. You know, she's middle-aged just like me, and she works outside of the home, and she knows that by the time she's ready to retire, there may not be a retirement fund, or she'll be on a budget at that point, you know? So she was strictly buying the stuff to put on her shelves because it lasts 25 to 30 years when you don't open it. So that's the whole point of freeze-dried. And that's all she was doing. And she figured, you know what? I'll just be a consultant, place the orders for myself, and make a little bit of money back on my own orders, and I'm stocking up for my retirement in the process. So that's what, you know, my very first order with her, it was a one-time order for a couple things. I loved it when I first finally opened it. It took me a while to open it. I didn't start opening this stuff till recently. I just had them on my shelves. I was just stocking my shelves, and I hadn't opened some of this stuff. And then I decided to join monthly. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to keep my orders simple. $100, you know, to get the free shipping. Well, that didn't work. $300 orders, $400 orders, which I was doing on, now she's, you know, I was ordering as a monthly subscriber under her. So I'm just trotting along, spending that kind of money every month. And then I just started reading about the consultant. I never bothered to look before. And I realized that on those orders, if I was joined as a consultant, the orders that I place every month, the $300-$400 orders, I could make money back on that. So I joined as a consultant. So I was all three. I was a one-time order, a monthly subscriber, and then I joined as a consultant. And my first month as a consultant, they sent me money back into my account that I set up because I made money on my own order. And I kept going that way. I wasn't pushing Thrive. I didn't talk about Thrive. I just ordered. So it's just recently that it was brought up on a live stream with someone else's live stream, because I just started going live myself. And the topic came up of Thrive. I don't, you know, And he mentioned he wanted to try it and he'd heard good things about it. And he tried it. Became my monthly customer. And then we just would talk about it on his live streams. And I'm telling you, it blew up for me. I started getting all these customers and consultants. And one of the customers is a monthly customer. She loves this stuff and she talks about it too. So the product speaks for itself. So the differences between a one-time order and a delivery customer. The delivery order, you pay the wholesale price. You pay 15% off of the retail price. You get free shipping after $99 order. Okay, so if your order is $99 or more, you get that free shipping. You get, when you create the monthly delivery, you create an account and you get your own dashboard. And you choose, you're in total control of what your delivery date is and the orders. I'll get into more of that in a minute. So, the one-time customer, you pay the retail price, which can be pricey, and you pay shipping. And you do one order and you're done until you go back in again. You pay the shipping, you pay the retail price, and then that's it, your order's done. With monthly delivery, you create your dashboard. It's your own login. I don't see any of that unless you give me access to it. You have an ability to give me access to your orders list so that I can help you in case you're stuck on something within the dashboard. You don't have to. You create your dashboard. You create the date that you want your order shipped every month. You can change that date as many times as you'd like. The first time I went in there, I changed it 5 or 6 times. You can go in, you set that date, and then you go into the Shop Now button and you add things to your cart. And when you add them, they will populate, the pictures will populate into your dashboard for that month. And what's going to happen is, each month after that month is going to show at the bottom. You're going to have June. All right, I'm going to use mine. Mine is June 28th, for example. That's my delivery. So it says June 28th at the top. All my items are in there. And I go in all month long and add and delete, update quantities, whatever, because I always think of something else I want. But underneath that's going to say July 28th and then August 28th, but they're going to be empty. Because your first order that you put in, say for June, say you started in June, you add things in and it shows up there. It's going to give you a running total on the side of what it is, and it's going to give you a little bar. So when that little green lights up to the 99, you've got your free shipping because it gives you a running total. You can add any coupons in there. There's an apply coupon section where we just had Thrive 10 coupon for May. You just add Thrive, you would add Thrive 10 in there. Any credit you have with them. If you are a consultant, you earn credit on the orders people send you and stuff like that. For example, okay, so I made enough money in the month of May where I got almost $1,000 in Thrive credit from people's orders. That's $1,000 off stuff I can buy without paying for it. You just add that. It says apply credit and it tells you how much you have when you're a consultant, and then you can just choose how much you want to use on top of the coupon codes. And that's just the one perk from being a consultant. There's other ones. I made 2 times. I made orders. People ordered over 500, so I got a $25 code off my order twice so far. Just in a matter of a week and a half, I think that happened. But anyway, so when you do, getting back to the dashboard, the monthly delivery, you choose the date. You can change it. You can go in and edit your items all day, every day. I was going in several times a day because they run out of things and they'll show out of stock, but it will change several times a day if they restock it because they're working constantly. The freeze dryers are going constantly. They bought new freeze dryers to add to their fleet. They've hired new people because Thrive just took off this past year. So they get things back in stock within hours. Everything is processed, picked, processed, like cut, cooked, whatever it needs to be done, and it's done within hours of getting the food. So it's pretty fresh. Some of the cans they sent me literally were packaged in April. My last order had stuff that was manufactured in April, and they're good for 25, 30 years. So they get it right out. It's not like it sits there. It doesn't sit there because they're so in demand right now that they are making it and shipping it right away. So anyway, you get your dashboard, you put your items in there, and you can, like I said, you can update the quantities, edit, take in, take out, whatever. And you will have till the day before you choose that date you chose. So my date's the 28th. 5 days before the 28th, I will get an email from Thrive saying, we are ready to process your order. You have until this date to make any changes. And it's usually the day before the date you chose. Mine's on the 27th. So I go in and change what I want, take what I want out, put what I want in. You know, I do that a lot. And then I do nothing, and then they'll send you another order when it's been placed and when it's been shipped. And if there's something out of stock, they will send you an email saying that they will send it when it comes back in stock, or they will hold your order. But most of the time they don't hold your order too long. And if you don't want them to hold your order, you can always call them or go into the chat line and say, no, I don't want my order held, just send it, you know. Literally, it's only been days for me for a wait. And what's good is there was pineapple out of stock recently, and I had ordered the pineapple. Well, they sent me 2 celeries, 2 pantry-sized celeries, because I had ordered celery in the order, so they knew I wanted celery. So they just gave me 2 extra celeries. And then the next month when they shipped my next order, they threw the pineapple in, because they will still send what's out of stock that you ordered. They will, you know, send it, but they always compensate you with something else for making you wait, which is great. And they just recently had a big sale because they knew there was a delay. They had a big delay in people's orders all the way across the board because they were so overwhelmed. This was before they bought the new freeze dryers and stuff like that, because they just got hit with a surge, and it was a demand for the freeze-dried food because of food security. So they gave a big sale as a thank you. They do sales every few months. There's a sale. Every month there's an actual June sale, May sale with different products. But they also do other sales, like a Black Friday kind of sale, or a summer sale, or whatever. They do, I've seen a couple happen so far. But within that dashboard, you have complete control of your order date. You have complete control of when it ships out, what products you get. That is the main part of having a monthly delivery. You have to pay attention to that and keep it fresh. You don't want to ignore it, because what happens is that very first order you put in and you see it up there, that's going to populate. Once it ships out, it's got all those same items are going to populate into the next month's order. So that's what they'll send out for July, is those same items, unless you go in there and edit them out, update quantities, or try new things, That is what they go by. So you have to go in there if you want to try other things, and you have to add those other things in and remove what you don't want in there. That is very important. Also very important, you need to make sure you give the correct information for your bank account, because they take it out of your bank account, your monthly subscription orders. There's no money to pay for having this monthly. It's just they need to take the money for the items. And so if there's an issue with processing, you'll get an email. I just got an email this morning that one of my customers' orders couldn't be processed because there was an issue with the processing. So I sent her an email, which I'm sure she got one too, but her order's not going to go out. And so it could be that she didn't have enough funds in there, or that she missed a number, or it could be anything. The expiration date on her card, it could be anything. So you have to pay attention to your email notifications and your dashboard and everything like that. That's how they get a hold of you. They won't ever call you. But that is the differences between the monthly delivery and the one-time orders. You create an account with them and you set it all up, and And one good thing is most of the time with the monthly, and I know sometimes with the one-time orders you can use the discount codes that they give you on top of the sale prices, which is really good. So it's basically 15% off when you're a delivery customer. Then you get about 12% off of the free shipping, because that's what it equals out to, about 12%. And then if there's a coupon code for a special they're having, you add that on there, and you've got even more of a discount. One of my months I had like a 35% discount on everything. It was nice. It was nice. So like I said, I started out with the one-time order, then I went to monthly, and then I went to consultant. Consultant, you get a lot of perks. I'll talk about that in another video. But I just wanted to give a little update on the monthly versus the one-time. I hope that answers some of your questions. I'm almost home now. And if you have any questions, you can email me at lazarichomestead@gmail.com. Or I have a Thrive email that's strictly for Thrive stuff. And that's leelazarick@gmail.com. LEELAZARICK@gmail.com. That's strictly my Thrive stuff. I don't have anything in there about my homestead channel, or my homestead channel is lazarichomestead@gmail. But you can email me at both, because I'm in both all day. And I've had to be now. I've had to be because of this Thrive business. And if you have my number, if you're one of the few that have my number, just shoot me a text or, a call. I'm always on the phone with my consultants that are just starting up. We spend hours on the phone talking and setting up their sites, giving them a little help. So if there's anything I can do, any questions you have at all, just email me, call me, whatever you have for contact information, and I'll be glad to help you. This took off by accident. It was just over one live stream where I was talking with somebody in there, and it just blew up. It blew up. And I don't think I'm going to have to go back to work at this point outside of the home, honestly. And like I said, I wasn't even planning on selling it to people. I was just stocking my own shelves, and it took off. And I'm so grateful, because I've met so many wonderful people. I love you guys. Oh my God, I love you guys. Actually, I'm going to go in and try to find a live stream or create my own, because I need to see my people. So have a good day, everybody.